On your mark, get set, go. Any child recognizes this as the threefold command to start a race. It is meant to give all the runners fair warning so they are prepared and ready to go. The first two parts of that threefold command are intended to get the runner focused. On your mark, get in your lane, get in your right spot, get set, get in the starting position. No one would think it fair if suddenly, without warning, the race began without giving the runners some warning that the race was about to begin. Today we begin the season of Advent, the first day in the church's new liturgical year. But Advent is more than just about a 4-week countdown to Christmas. We are reminded that we need to prepare, not just for the holidays, but for the Lord. For as our readings remind us, he is indeed coming. Runners are given fair warning when the race is about to begin. But that does not mean that everyone is ready. That depends upon each and every runner. If the runner is not focused, he may miss the warning. If the runner is distracted, the race may start without him. If the runner chooses to ignore the starting warning, he will end up getting left behind. God is not trying to catch us off guard. He does not whisper his warnings. He speaks to us clearly and loudly. We know that he will return, but are we ready? Are we ready to meet the Lord, in fact, today? That is the burning question before us all as we start this Advent season. Are you ready? If we listen to the Lord in sacred scripture and do what he asks, then indeed we will be ready. If we do not, we do so at our own peril. No one starts off a new year thinking, this is probably the year I'm going to die. Even those in advanced age or facing serious illness don't think that way. It's just not how most people think. Yet each year, people do indeed die. Maybe they were ready, maybe they weren't. The question for us this Advent is not about whether they were ready, but rather, are you ready? The instructions from the racing official, which could not be any clearer. On your mark, get set, go. The instruction from the Lord couldn't be any clearer either. On your mark, get in your lane or the place you were supposed to be in your life. And where should you be? Where does the Lord ask you to be? Where are those places where you should be? Or are you wandering all over the place, going places internally and externally where you should not be? Remember that we have all been marked forever by the very dignity of our baptism. You have been marked for salvation. Stay on that mark. Don't lose your focus. Keep in mind the prize that awaits you at the end. Get set. Are you set? If not, what is lacking? What do you need to get ready, to get set? Maybe a good confession, more time with the Lord in prayer, growing in your faith by learning what the church truly teaches and believes, reading sacred scripture. Sometimes we might be tempted to say things like, I'll get to that after the holidays, or I'll get to that after this project, or I'll get to that after, the kids are raised, or get to that when I'm older. But the Lord is asking you to get to those things right now, to get ready right now. not to delay or wait. In fact, if you think about it, it's an even more beautiful gift to the Lord when we give him time that we don't feel that we have. When we sacrifice that time, even though in the midst of our business and the things that we have to do, if we give the Lord that time and find that Lord for him, what great graces flow from that when we give him time that we don't think or feel that we have. The Lord can do great things with that. And go. It's interesting that is the last and final command the Lord gives to his disciples, to go into all the world and preach the gospel. You know, we're not called just to sit on our hands or sit still and wait, but rather to go. The Lord wants us to run towards him, to run towards him with the same vigor and enthusiasm and dedication and effort as any Olympic runner. Not to run away, not to run in a completely different direction, not to stop and give up. The Lord wants us to run. But the goal of this race is not to beat the other runners, but rather to get as many as possible to run with you to the Lord. That is indeed our purpose and mission. Don't forget that. Don't forget that this Advent season. Don't lose sight of what the Lord is calling you and asking you to do. The Lord speaks to your heart this Advent. On your mark, get set, go.